Good morning, students. Let us start with today's lesson on the topic matter in our surroundings. So today we are going to discuss about how evaporation causes cooling and its application in everyday life, where we have observed that evaporation is causing cooling sensation. So let us begin. So all of you are knowing evaporation is an endothermic process that requires heat from the surroundings. So endothermic process here means the process which is accompanied by absorption of heat, means heat is being absorbed in the process is known as endothermic process. So evaporation is an endothermic process that requires heat from the surroundings. So the question is, how does evaporation cause cooling? You must have observed in an open vessel, the liquids keeps on evaporating. The particles of liquid absorb energy from the surrounding to regain the energy lost during evaporation. This absorption of energy from the surroundings make the surroundings cold. So in other words, we can say that during evaporation, energy is lost. So as a compensation, it is gaining energy from the surroundings. So when it is gaining energy, so it is leaving the surrounding medium cool. So we can conclude that evaporation causes cooling. So let us discuss some of its application where evaporation is causing cooling. So first example is what happens when you pour some acetone or nail polish remover on your palm. So here acetone is the compound, it's an organic compound having ketonic group and having the formula CH3COCH3. It is present in nail polish remover. So what happens when we are putting some acetone on our palm? As all of us are knowing that acetone is highly sublimable compound. So it converts into vapor at a faster rate, which increases the liquid molecules around it in the vapor phase. So thus, when poured on the palm, the particles of acetone absorb heat from our palm and evaporates quickly, leaving a cooling sensation. So we can conclude that when we pour some acetone on our palm, it gives us cooling sensation. So I hope it's clear. Next example is, why should we wear cotton clothes in summer? So during summer we perspire more because of the mechanism of our body which keeps us cool. So we know that during evaporation the particles at the surface of liquid gain energy from the surroundings or body surface and change into vapor. The vaporization is absorbed from the body, leaving the body cool. And we are knowing cotton, being a good absorber of water, helps in absorbing the sweat continuously and exposing it to the atmosphere for easy evaporation. So as the evaporation rate will be fast, it makes us feel comfortable and cool during the summers. So that's why we prefer to wear cotton clothes in summer. So moving further. So next one is, why does a desert cooler cool better on a hot dry day? So how would we say that a desert cooler cool better on a hot dry day? So the answer is like this: when a liquid evaporates, the particles of the liquid absorb energy from the surroundings to compensate the loss of energy during evaporation, because we are knowing wherever evaporation is taking place, the energy is being lost. So in order to compensate that very loss of energy, it is gaining the energy from the surroundings. So since evaporation causes cooling, this makes the surrounding cool. So in a desert cooler, as you see diagram over here, the water inside it is made to evaporate. So this leads to absorption of energy from the surroundings, thereby cooling the surroundings. So evaporation, we are knowing, depends upon the amount of water vapor present in the air, that is known as humidity. So if the amount of water vapor present in air is less, means humidity is less, then evaporation will be more, because we are knowing from the factors affecting rate of evaporation, it is inversely proportional to humidity. When the humidity will be more, evaporation rate will be less, and here humidity is less, so that's why evaporation is more. So on a hot dry day, the amount of water vapor present in air is less, so thus water present inside the desert cooler evaporates more, so thereby cooling the surroundings more. So that is why a desert cooler cools better on a hot dry day. I hope it's clear to you. So let us proceed. So next one is, after a hot sunny day, people sprinkle water on the roof or on the open ground. So why? Why they are doing so? So the answer is like this. We know that evaporation causes cooling because of latent heat of vaporization. All of you must be knowing the latent heat of vaporization. So when water is sprinkled on the hot roof or an open ground after a hot sunny day, it evaporates quickly and thus decreasing the temperature of the surrounding, means making the surroundings cool, because when water is being poured up, it is gaining the energy from the surrounding or from the roof or from the open ground, leaving the surroundings cold. So that's why people prefer to sprinkle water on the roof or an open ground after a hot sunny day. So this is another application of evaporation causes cooling. So let us discuss one more application of it. So next one is, how does the water kept in an earthen pot, it is also known as matka, become cool during summer? So the water kept in an earthen pot remain cool even in summer because earthen pot has small holes in it. Those small holes, there are many small holes in it. So water seeps out through them, through those tiny holes, and evaporates from the surface of the pot. You can see from here in the diagram, and those from after seeping out, the water gets evaporated from the surface of the pot. So after evaporation, the energy needed for evaporation is taken from the water kept in the earthen pot. So as a result, water kept in earthen pot become cool, because we know that during evaporation some energy is being lost. And so here when evaporation is taking place, the energy is continuously being lost. So in order, as a compensation, that it is regaining its energy from the water kept inside the pot. So as it is absorbing the energy from the water kept inside the pot, so leaving the water cool, which is kept inside the pot. So that's why the water kept in an earthen pot become cool during summer. So these are some of the applications of evaporation causes cooling. So there are many more applications of evaporation causes cooling. We will discuss those questions, those applications in our classroom, in our teaching. So we have discussed about, there is one more application, that why do we see water droplets on the outer surface of a glass containing ice cold water? So why do we see? So let us explain it. Let us take some ice cold water in a tumbler. So what you have observed, soon we will see water droplets on the outer surface of the tumbler. When we are putting some ice cold water in a tumbler, we are able to see some water droplets on the outer surface. So the water vapor, why this is so? Because the water vapor present in air on coming in contact with the cold glass of water loses energy. So as it is losing energy, it gets converted into liquid state, which we see as water droplets. So these are some of the application where we can see that evaporation causing cooling. And so we have discussed about how evaporation causes cooling and its application in our daily life. We will discuss it later on, some more applications. Thank you, students.